आप सुन रहे हैं समाचार एजेंसी ऑफ इंडिया की साई न्यूज में ऑडियो बुलेटिन।
You are listening the national level audio bulletin of the Samachar Agency of India from Preeti Bhosle on 24 July 2020. Now country has increased the number. The total COVID cases are 12,87,945 and recovered cases are 8,17,209. Today's headlines are: government imposed restriction on the public procurement from the countries sharing land border with the India on the security ground. Record number of the over 29,000 people cured from the coronavirus in a single day in a country. Over 7,82,000 people recover so far. Central Population Control Board issued the guideline to cut and shore the mask and the gloves of paper bags for the 72 hours before the disposing. New health warning for all the tobacco products came into the effect from the 1st December. 28 lakhs people reeling under the wave of the flood in the 26th district of Assam and relief and re-cure operation in a full swing. Now news in detail. Government has imposed a restriction on a public procurement from the countries which share a land border with India to strengthen the defense and the national security. The department and the expenditure in the detail order said the government has amended the Central Finance Rule 2017 and enabled the imposition for the restriction on borders from the countries which share the land border with the India on the grounds of the defense of India or the matters directly or indirectly related thereto, included national security. As per the order, and the bidder from the such countries sharing a land border with India will be then eligible to bid any procurement where the goods, services including the consultancy services and non-consultancy services or a work including the turnkey project, any of the bidder's rejection with the competent authorities. The External Affairs Ministry has said that respecting and the restricting abiding by the LAC is a basic of the peace in the border area. Briefing media in a New Delhi, External Affairs Minister spokesperson Anurag Srivastava said the several agreements concluded by the India and China since 1993 the firmly acknowledge this. He said the conduct the Chinese force this year, including the deployment of the large body of the troops and the change in the behavior accompanied by the unjustified and untenable claims has been in the complete disregard of all the mutual agreements. He said India's side made in the clear that India is fully committed to observing and respecting LAC and the country will not accept any unilateral attempts to change the status quo along the LAC. India said the Pakistan has blocked all the avenues for an effective remedy available for India in a Kulbhushan Jadhav case. Briefing media yesterday, External Affairs Minister spokesperson Anurag Srivastava said the whole exercise of not providing any document related the case, not the providing the unimpeded consular the essays and the sum of the reported unilateral action of approach the High Court on a part of Pakistan again they exposed the physical nature of the Pakistan's approach. He said Pakistan is not only the violation of the judgment of the ICJ but it's also the audiences. He said the Pakistan has completely failed to provide the remedy as directly by ICJ and Indian receives its position in the matter, including all the rights to avail for the future remedies. In Gujarat, government yesterday issued the ordinance to check the incidence of the abduction for the local fishermen and the fishing boats by the Pakistan. Minister of the State and the Home Pradeep Jadeja said that the ordinance will be deter local fishermen from the straying in the Pakistani waters. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said for all the nation to enhance the transparency in their trade and build trust to prevent losing their role of the preeminent trade partner. Addressing of the 10th BRICS Trade Minister virtual meeting yesterday, Mr. Goyal said it is a trust and the transparency which determines the sustainability of the global supply chain, and national must be demonstrated their compliance with the global rule of the trade and remain a part of global trade flow. Bangladesh government has said the transshipment of the goods to India using the transshipment of goods of India using the Chattogram port has taken to the bilateral trade to the new heights. Bangladesh Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mohammed said the transshipment of the good to the northeastern state of India using the road of the Bangladesh after the unloading the containers at a Chattogram port with the benefits both of the countries. The central government has stepped up in its efforts for the revival of the real estate sector. In the connection, a fund of the 8,767 crore rupees was approved for the 81 project, which would enable to completion of the almost 60,000 homes across the India. This project would be also provide the employment opportunity to various skills and the semi-skilled workers. Finance and the Corporate Affairs Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviewed the performance of the special window for the affordable and the mild income housing investment fund yesterday. Union Health Minister has notified new set for the health warning for all tobacco products by the making the to the cigarettes and other tobacco products, the packing and the labeling rules 2008. In the statement, Union Health Minister said a new warning will be come into the effect from the 1st December this year. The text message will be the printed on the packs as tobacco causes painful death. It said any person engaged directly or indirectly in the manufacture, the product and the supply of the cigarette and any tobacco products will be ensured that all the tobacco product package shall be the specified health warning exactly for the prescribed, and the ministry said the violation to provision for the punishable offence and the imprisonment of a fine as a prescribed in a Cigarette and Other Tobacco Products Act. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has chaired the group of ministry meeting on the welfare of the street vendors. The meeting, which took the place in the New Delhi yesterday, they reviewed the progress of the Pradhan Mantri Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi, and this scheme was launched by the Ministry of Urban Development last month. Railway will use radio frequency identification tags RFID and tracker of the wagons, locomotives and the coaches. And the Railway Ministry said by using this RFID device, it will be easier to know the exact position of the wagons, locomotives and the coaches. Currently, such as data is maintained manually, which leaves the scope for errors. And the ministry said the RFID tag will be fitted in the roller stock and the track side radars will be installed at a station and the key point along the tracks to read the track from the distance of about 2 meters and transmit the wagon identity over the network to the central computer. Rajasthan High Court will be pronounced its decision today. The petition of the sacked Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot and 18 other rebel MLAs of the Congress on the disqualification notice issued to them by the Speaker of the Rajasthan Assembly, and the Assembly Speaker had issued notice to the rebels, the MLAs on the petition for the disqualification filed by the Chief Whips Mahesh Joshi before him. Central Pollution Control Board CPCB has issued a fresh guideline on the disposal of the COVID-19 waste. It has directly that the masks and the gloves used by everyone, and whether they infected or not, should be cut and kept in the paper bag for the minimum 72 hours before disposing them. The CPCB also directly commercial establishments, shopping malls, institutions and offices to follow the same procedure and with the discarded the protective personal equipment PPE from the general public. It's as the ensuring the general solid waste and the biomedical waste generated from the quarantine center and the quarantine home is not mixed and they should be collected separately. It added the leftover the food at empty juice and the bottles and the tetra packs, empty water bottle packing material and any other item generated and handed by the COVID-19 patient should be collected along with other general solid waste in a bag securely tied and hold and handing over the waste collectors. The CPCB also recommended use for biodegradable and non-biodegradable disposal minimize the waste generation. Pharma company Cipla is all set to launch the antiviral drug, the Favipiravir, for the treatment of the COVID-19 patient. A top government research institute Council of the Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR has played an important role in the process by the transferring the cost-effective technology to Cipla. The central government has said the total 7,82,607 people have recovered from the coronavirus so far, and with this the recovery rate of reaches the 63.18% in the country. The Health Ministry said the highest number, 45,720 new cases of the COVID-19 were reported in the country within the last 24 hours, taking the total number of the cases to 12,38,635. Uttar Pradesh government is going to start the self-testing system for the COVID-19 in all districts so that anyone can go and get himself tested. Around 55,000 COVID tests were conducted yesterday, which is the highest in the state till the date and aim to increase it to the 1 lakh tests per day. UP is now the second number of the country in the term of the COVID testing. In Gujarat, the Education Department had decided to provide online education to all the students studying in the start, 3rd and 12th self-finance school in the state. The school will be impart the both Gujarati and English medium, which will be the fees free of cost. The decision came after the self-finance school decided to discontinue online education from yesterday over the fee concern. Our correspondent reports state that Education Minister Bhupendra Singh yesterday chaired a high-level meeting in the Gandhinagar in this regard. You were listening the national level audio bulletin of the Samachar Agency of India on 24th July 2020. Now you will take again same bulletin on 25th July 2020. Till then, goodbye. If you like this bulletin, then you must be like it, subscribe and share it.